Anyway, today I'm not having a good day. I oof, um, the pain in my breast really hurt today. Oh boy, it sucks. I told my daughter there's really nothing that can be done. She told me to go to emergency so I can get my chest X-rayed so they can find out if there's cancer. But my insurance, I went through my primary care and I'm waiting to hear, you know, what's going to go on and stuff. But um, yeah, it's kind of sucks. If you are planning to even move into Nevada, because their healthcare system is what I consider extremely broken, if you have to wait 3 months to see a doctor, that's what I have to do. I pretty well have to wait a long time to see a person, you know. And I want to get a mammogram because my I felt lumps getting bigger, and that includes it makes my breasts look bigger. So I've been dealing with waiting to see a doctor at the last week of August. I thought it was the 28th, but it was like the 26th or something like that. So I have to deal with that. And I'm like, well, I don't know what kind of miracle it would be, but my daughter said if it's too far gone. And I told her that um, I I won't be doing any chemo. And she said, why? And I said, if it's too far gone, it's not worth the pain and suffering to add a couple months or a month. The As far as I'm concerned, the I feel that I just rather go with dignity if that's the case. My grandmother on my mom's side um, did chemo and took her boobs off, and it still only added 6 months. And she was in pain all through the time. It's like, no, I'm not going to do that. So, what I have decided to do was just let God take care of it. As far as I'm concerned, I I am hoping for the best, but I am preparing for the worst. I have decided to redo my living will, and just pretty much, there's nothing I can do about it. You know, uh, I can say that if you want to move to Pahrump and you're single, it's not the most single place where you want to get a relationship because most of the men I have met are, it doesn't matter what age, they all act the same, like they're 5 years old. And it just, they're, I have a guy that I see, I swear to God, once a month, and thinks we have a relationship, and I want to laugh. Yeah, I see a friend once a month. It's like clockwork. Once a month, he'll get in contact with me and we see each other. And then I wait another month or two. Yeah. It's like, he says, why did you pick me? Because you're not, I never see you. I can have other relationships going on. I'm like, hey, don't you get it? It's kind of a joke. So I've come to the whole point that I have not been able to find a decent relationship here. I'm kind of stuck because of the fact that financially I'm going to have to do something with the house. I'm going to buy it and then probably rent it out, or you know what I mean. I'll live on the property. Maybe I can rent it out if someone wants to fix it up and live there, and I can charge a certain amount. I don't know. I'm just putting everything up right now. Um, right now, I have severe pain in my chest. I at first thought, well, it's just getting older, but the pain has persisted and gotten even worse to the point where I'm in severe pain, and um, there's nothing I can do at all. At home, I smoke weed because the pain's just too much. I deal with 8 hours without smoking it at work, and I've come to the point that I want to move on. Someone that I was dating who broke up with me not even 24 hours later got his ass hurt because I moved on, and I'm thinking of recalling, I'm thinking of dating Daniel again. And it's better to date somebody than nobody. Just, I'm like, what the fuck, you know? And it's funny, it's upside down. So right now, I found lumps in my breast. I feel extreme pain, and I, the closest I can get, because I mentioned the fact I had lumps, the closest I could get for a doctor's visit is in last week of August. And I'm in severe pain. And I've come to the point, if it is the big cancer, I'm not going to do any chemo. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to let it run its course. You know, I rather have what I have left in life than to try to outlive it. You know, most of my friends are dead anyway. They've died of either cancer. Angie died of cancer. Um, my friend, so many of my friends they're not living no more. You know, it's just that I guess age. They die in their mid 50s. So I just want to say, if you guys could pray for me, that would be great. They say my dad believed solely in the power of prayer, like he couldn't believe. He believed in a lot of things, that I didn't, but, um, I hope it takes me, if I do have cancer, I hope it takes me quickly, you know, and that's how I feel. I probably won't tell anybody at work. I'll just say, they didn't, yeah, I wouldn't, you know, it's to that point, I'm losing weight and I just can't keep the weight on. There was a time I could keep it on and then some, but now is not one of those times. I'm always eating, and it's not making any difference. So I've come to a complete understanding that uh, the guy who dumped me, he dumped me for another man. And my neighbor, Miguel, dumped me for Noah. And yeah, and I don't think his mom knows that he's a switch hitter. And I don't feel comfortable having a relationship with a man who likes other men. Is just, Yeah, he doesn't like that I tarot read. I don't like that he sucks dick. So hey, I'm I'm like that neighbor. He picked a man over me, and it's really hard for me to deal with. He picked a man over me, and I'm having that hard thing. It's like I could deal with another woman. They have the same equipment as me. It- I just can't deal with another man, and I can't go back to that person per se. You know, I just I just can't do it. I I feel that they're tainted, even if they did it before or whatever. I'm just feeling like I don't think so. So in the case of dealing with telling anybody, I'll be honest, I would tell my kids and plan for the best that I can and deal with it that way. I have been in denial for a while, and now I'm going to have to work on my living will. I'm going to tell my kids, I don't give a shit what you do with my ashes, burn it. So that's where I am in that. I've been a lot of soul searching and realizing that my life isn't getting better the way my family used to say. I thought that getting a divorce from the evil, troll would be a great thing. And it's been, I'm a lot freer, but I'm still connected to the son of a bitch. He's in living in the main house, and I live in the fucking garage. You know, that's my room is a converted garage, and on the other room is his hoarding cats that he has not found homes for. That I'm going to have to probably find homes for. I'm just tired. I'm tired all the time, and I ache, and I'm just feel that I have nothing more to give in life. If God wants to take me home, let him take me home. I will go gladly because I am, to be honest, tired of this life, tired of living. And if I got breast cancer, I am not doing a goddamn thing. I'm just going to go back home and call it a day. Seriously, that's what I'll do. I will eat what I want. I will enjoy life. You know, I'm thinking of making a margarita. It's nice and hot, and I can make a margarita, and enjoy a margarita for once and enjoy something because I just haven't been enjoying life. So that's what I'll do. And that's the only thing I can. I won't be telling you guys if I do have cancer, but you will probably know. I'm just going to be skin and bones. That's just how I feel about the whole thing. I'm tired of the medical field here is fucked up beyond recognition. Do not get rid of your doctor if you're back east. And I had one of my coworkers, he said, not, I had one of my neighbors say, well, stuff, that's kind of a pain. You have to go fly out and do all that. I go, hey, you could go visit family and friends, and go see your doctor. I'm giving you the whole 411. If you see your doctor, you're not going to have a problem. That's the whole point. See your doctor there because if you have to wait 3 to 6 months, you'll die before you see anybody here. I don't know if it's the same around the country, but you know, I'm almost tempted to say that I'll even drive to Arizona if it's near my sister's house, if I can get it closer, you know. But then I'm like, well, the fates pretty much put that in account, and I'm to that point where I really, really don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just in a lot of pain though, and I've been dealing with other, pains associated with, I guess, what's happening to me. I I have told my kids that I will not be taking any chemo or nothing. If they find cancer on me, then I'm going to go back home. I'm just not going to go through chemo to add 6 months to my fucking life. It's just not worth it, really. And I'm to that point where I I'm just tired of this life. I'm tired of everything. I just want to be let go. I've come to that point a long time ago, and I thought things were going to get better, but my neighbor Miguel picked the guy over me. Yeah. So I I think I just pretty well come to the reality that if I have cancer, let it take me. I don't have much of a zeal for life anymore. There's nothing worth to take chemo for 6 months worth of living. It's not my idea. The medical field here in Nevada is the closest thing you'll get to a third world country. So, like I said, we got a lot of sun, we got a lot of heat. You know, this is Trump is another. It's like Florida. It's another waiting room for heaven. That's what Trump is. It's a waiting room for heaven. And a lot of people come here, and the reality of the thing, if you don't have kids and you are coming to Trump and you're in your mid 70s and you already have health issues, I would suggest either you stay where you're at. If you think you're going to be saving money and stuff, you're not. You spend it on air conditioning and other things. Trust me, it's not that cheap to live out here. The houses are 50 to 70% more. You have to fly back to see your doctor because the medical here is so piss poor that a third world country probably is better off than that. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel that um, I'm going in for actually, I asked them for a hysterectomy because I've had problems with my ovaries and stuff, and they've been giving me pain. And no, no doctor. 3 to 6 months. There's people right now been waiting over 6 months to see their primary care doctor, and it's very expensive. So I'm telling you this. This is the reality. If you are already have health conditions and you're holding on a string, do not move out to Nevada. You'll see God a lot sooner. So if your kids want to get rid of a family member, just remember, send them out to Nevada. Guaranteed they won't last as long. Really, they get the health, the medical field here is so bad that I got images that are literally, they gave me somebody's images that were dead already because it was from 2000 and it wasn't even from my images. So, what I conclude is that they are just horrible. I mean, really, 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 really bad. You don't want to go especially over at our emergency over in Pahrump is a joke. It really is. I mean, if you go into Southwest Detroit, you get service. You go here, oh Jesus Christ! I had my breasts hanging out, and they had the door wide open. Everyone could see me naked. Yeah, that's what I deal with. Their emergency room there in Pahrump. I will never go back there. You want to have someone never go back? Have your door open while you're naked. That's just the love of what they were doing. I wasn't covered up or nothing, and they didn't care. So, as for medical, go somewhere else. And if you can't go somewhere else and you're planning to move here, think of keeping your dentist and doctor because that those it just sucks here. It really does. You know. So I had I'm I am looking for a relationship. I don't know if anyone's going to want one with me because of I'm going to have to wait and see how much what is causing this, if it's hormonal change and I'm just getting lumps in my breast, or if they're benign lumps and they can check it out. I mean, that's the whole point. I'm just waiting to see what happens because I really don't have. I could the medical here is so subpar. I have heard people say that they moved here and end up their significant other died because yeah, the time, you know. So yeah, I've come full circle in my life, and I am ready to say, yeah, I can leave this plane of earth and you know go back to heaven or whatever. I'd rather do that than to spend 6 months losing my hair and being in severe pain because I'm just tired of my breast hurting so bad. It's come to that where a lot of times I almost want to, grab them and go, God damn, they just hurt. And I get no understanding because people don't know what you're going through, when you're going through severe pain. But I haven't been smoking weed at work. It makes a difference. I just feel, but I've been smoking weed at home, and I'm going to have a margarita tonight. I know I am. I'm going to have a big old margarita. Yeah. So that's where I am with that. As far as I'm concerned, I have no belief in miracles at all anymore, especially when you have to wait not a couple weeks, but a good couple months, for a doctor's visit. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, what if somebody really had like a medical issue? Yeah, you're going to die. You come to Nevada, you die. 101 ways to die in Nevada, and it is just not good. The medical is absolutely atrocious. Mhm. Yep, this is God's waiting room right here. Come to Pahrump, God's waiting room. Most of the people I see here, that are older, I'm thinking, wow, this is God's waiting room. It really is. They don't want to admit it, but ooh, boy, it is. You got to wait 3 to 6 months to see a doctor. It's God's waiting room. It's the truth. Look, I told them, yeah, I need a hysterectomy, and I'm dealing with um, breast tenderness. I'm dealing with um, lumps in my breast, and they're like, well, instead of in November, we can put you in August. Okay, what day? Oh, the last week in August. Pretty well, almost the last couple days left of August. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to have like some major. So if they sat there and said, well, we got chemo. No, I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm just going to go home again. Toodles. Yeah, I will. I really don't give a fuck no more. You know, life has shown me that other men will choose other men over me, you know, because they seem real exciting and fun, you know, and in reality, they're, assholes. But you can't tell someone that, and you go, well, all right. So that will be, more or less living here has been like a death sentence here in Rome. It really has. It's sad that it's just not a place for the living. It's a place, it's like a place for the dead. That's how I feel right now. I feel this is God's waiting room. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I was in denial uh, when I was more or less dealing with, you know, trying to find a doctor. And then I was like, well, you know, I got lumps in my breast and they're getting bigger. My breasts are getting bigger, but yeah, and they hurt really bad. So what I decided was I wasn't going to do nothing. If they find out that I have, cancer, I'm just going to let it go. I came here to die, I guess. I thought I was coming here to live, but yeah. Well, I guess having a man pick another man over me, is a wake up call. Oh, geez. We got another one. Oh, one of my ex's friends. Well, I have. Um, Mr. Trump is on. Yeah, I know who you are. You're my ex's friend because you have nothing better to do. Yeah. You could go tell my ex that, yes, a guy picked me. I mean, picked another man over me. And he doesn't want a relationship with me at all. So yeah. So when you move to Pahrump, this is another, like, it's like Florida, but it's not hot and muggy, and you don't have cucarachas that fly. We just got big ones. And it's God's waiting room. I came here to die. That's how I feel. You know, I've had other health issues I'm not going to talk about, but yeah, my breasts really hurt, and I would rather I'd rather die on my terms than to die on somebody else's. And that's just how I feel. You know, I will, as far as I know, I don't think anyone really cares to, you know, give a shit anyway. You know, it's like I told my son, just throw me in a garbage can. No one gives a fuck. You know, that's just the way it goes. We got an earthquake. Let's see. Oh, it's now only a 5.8. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm tired. I'm going to be working early in the morning. All I have is work. So my life sucks. You know, that's how I feel. When a man picks another man over you, it really sucks. I can deal with a woman. I really can't. I cannot deal with another man. I cannot. It's just so wrong to me. It's just wrong in so many ways. Yeah, well, he sucks dick, and I read tarot. Big deal. So that's where I'm at. My life just blows in so many ways. It can't get any worse. It really can't. It can't get any better. I'm just waiting. I've been waiting for it to get better, and it just not happening. It really isn't. So I am going to go get some gummy bears and throw them in alcohol and have a really good time today. Bye. Let's see. Keep a prayer in your pocket and don't plan on your man leaving you for another woman. He might leave you for another man. 'Cause that's the way it's going here in Pahrump. A lot of the men here must like other men because, wow, I have never seen so many switch hitters in my life.